The one post-game comment from Mike McCarthy that would have prompted me to make the decision to move on if I was in the position to make that decision was his statement that I don't think anybody saw this coming. Remember we talked about that on Monday?
Yeah.
Like, how in the F-K does the head coach of an NFL team not recognize anyone can beat you any day? You have to envision it coming in order to avoid it. I never saw a train coming down the tracks. Well, if you had, you would have thought to maybe get off the damn tracks. So how do you not imagine? It's a failure of imagination. How do you not imagine the ways that the Packers could come in and beat you? How are you not laying awake in bed, worrying and obsessing over how this game that feels like it should be a gift-wrapped win for the Cowboys, how could it go sideways? How could it start? How could it continue? Gee, what if they win the toss and elect to receive and have a great script of plays ready to go right down the field and score? And they're up 7-0 instead of us up 7-0 because we know how it goes. Once we're up 7-0 at home, then we're up 14-0 at home. Then it's unleash Micah Parsons, and it's night-night game over. If they can avoid that, if they can turn the tables on us, man, we may have a problem here. I mean, he got caught as flat-footed as any stereotypical, overly confident fan who just thinks my team is going to beat the hell out of your team because my team's better than your team. When he said those words, I don't think anybody saw this coming. That's the centerpiece of my discussion
I hear you.
with Mike McCarthy as to why he should keep his job. Why the hell didn't you think this? Why didn't you see this coming? Why didn't you envision a way that the Packers could jump on top of us early and we'd have to turn the tables on them and that they could actually win this game? How did you not see this coming, Mike McCarthy?
Yeah, I hear you. If dumbass Chris Simms saw it and said this could be the upset, why couldn't he see it, right? I mean, to your point. And, yeah, I think there was a little bit of that bravado and confidence and like, hey, we're the Cowboys and, you know, this is the Green Bay Packers and they're just getting going again. I think there's a little bit of that too. The game planning would show me that, like the way it was. Green Bay came in there ready for a fight and knew they had to do some things, maybe outside the box again to win the football game. But, yeah, Dallas, I do think just showed up and said, well, we're just going to do what we do, and that'll be good enough. And Green Bay, and where they failed to, I think, evaluate is just the fact of, I think it's Jordan Love. He's not ready for this. It's a young football team. They're not seasoned yet. Yeah, they're a young football team. In fact, they're the youngest in football. Yeah, but they're super talented. Like, the talent is not the issue in Green Bay. And that's when you see talent like that. I heard Shanahan say something this week. Like, he wasn't surprised. He'd been looking at the Packers. He understood that they could upset the Dallas Cowboys because you go through Green Bay's roster and what Gutekunst has done there and all that. It's tremendous. It's all like, if this guy had a little more experience, I would definitely take him over the Cowboys guy, right? I mean, I think through and through, their roster is probably better. It's just younger and not battle-tested and seasoned and matured yet. But, yeah, from that standpoint, that's where they should have been a little scared, and that's where they should have been like, hey, we got to have a few wrinkles. Maybe I got to do a trick play to get us jump-started, whatever it may be. Have those things. Again, I always know, WWBD, what would Belichick do, right? And how many times did we see Belichick in a big divisional playoff game where, he knew that team was coming in red hot, ready to go, we're going to beat the Patriots, and he'd throw a few trick plays out there, right, to go, hey, slow your roll, you think you know everything we're going to do. And those are things, again, that we never see from Mike McCarthy. I don't ever go, whoa, this is a cool play. Whoa, I've never seen this before. And I think that's, part of the problem there. Jerry's building the roster, not all as good as everybody thinks. Mike calling the plays, not as all good as everybody thinks. That's how I would look at it.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.